gold coins and love.
Gold coins and puppies.
It will get you everything.
It'll get you everything.
Even if you have to pile drive your enemy to do
Even
so.
if you have to pile drive your enemies to do so.
Get ready for some real green. Rated E for everyone.
Game Boy Color.
チースどうしたの？あ、ゼルダ。
きれい、見やすい、面白い。ゲームボーイからゼルダの伝説、夢を見る島。見たら絶対欲しくなる。
The greatest adventure hero of all time is now in the greatest fighting game of all time. Soul Calibur 2 featuring Link. Only for Nintendo GameCube. Rated T for teen.
They said it wasn't humanly possible. But now you can have all the power and excitement of Nintendo right in the palm of your hand. Introducing Game Boy. It's portable, it's in stereo, and its games are interchangeable. Plus, Game Boy comes with the outrageous new game, Tetris. And for head-to-head competition, use the revolutionary video link and blow your opponent away. Game Boy, only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power, portable power.
Now for the Super Nintendo. Set your sights on the Nintendo Scope. It's the ultimate in ballistic excitement. Remote powered and laser accurate. Precise to a single television pixel. It's got 6 great games that will blast you into the Super Nintendo like never before. Hit the target with a Super Nintendo Action Pack, including console, scope, and 6 games.
Out of the darkness, the bright spirit of the Ryuken reborn. Ninja Ryukenden from Tecmo. Just when you had given up all hope, a ninja saves you from the evil Jackie O. More realistic than any other TV game, you're right in the action, fighting to the death. Coming soon from Tecmo, Ninja Ryukenden. Incredible game software for Famicom.
体長10センチ？お尻にはヒップラグ？それはある家族のもとにやってきた小さなお手伝いロボット。彼の使命はみんなをハッピーにすること。その名もちびロボ。ちっちゃなロボットちびロボがおっきなお家を大冒険。歯ブラシで床の汚れをゴシゴシ。ゴミを集めてゴミ箱へ。熱帯魚の餌やりやお花のプレゼント。ちびロボのお手伝いでみんながハッピー。ハッピーがたまれば充電量がアップ。行動範囲を広げておうち探検に出かけよう。パパ、ママ、ジェニー、タオの愉快な家族や家中にあふれるお茶目でポップでキュートなおもちゃの仲間たち。触れ合って語らってハッピーをどんどんためよう。スパイダーとの戦いやちびロボ誕生の秘密、そして宇宙人との遭遇など謎めいたストーリーも大充実。ハッピーアドベンチャー任天堂ゲームキューブちびロボ。
Donkey Kong, and now I'll get you too, Junior.
I'm Donkey Kong Jr., and that's my papa. I'm trying to save him, and boy, do I need your help.
Nintendo's Donkey Kong Jr., the arcade game, is now the Super Home Video game.
Save your papa, huh? Save yourself first.
He's chasing me with snapping jaws, and I could fall.
Help Donkey Kong Jr. save his papa on your ColecoVision, Atari 2600 VCS, or Intellivision video game system.
Game players everywhere, please help me save my papa.
Okay, Dad, I just want to finish this game. Okay, Dad, I'm coming. Yeah, I'm almost at the end. What happened to Summer?
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Game Boy.
It ain't over till it's over.
Chill out, Dad.
Hello. How's it going? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever the heck you are. Excuse me. We're gonna play a little Blueprints. I haven't played since the last stream, so I haven't played off stream at all. But I had sort of a revelation, I think, in that I'm wondering if the castle puzzle that I'm trying to figure out, let me pull up my notes here, has something to do with castling in chess, because it's in the chess room that that it says the word castle. And I've figured out most of the cipher, most of the lettering there. I don't know what most of it means yet. I'll have to figure that out. But I want to try to see if I can get a run where I can switch. Like right now, I'll be starting this run with the king as my chess piece. And I want to see if getting the rook after I've had the king will do something. Because, like, that's sort of what castling is in chess. I'm not sure. But the other things we're going to try to do in this run, I guess we've actually already done this. We finished try non-knight chess piece, or at least we're about to. This is our first run with the king. I have their castle puzzle, try the king to rook. If we can, we'll want to try to get a bunch of money so that we can buy everything in the expensive room. I can't remember what it's called. The not trophy room, the showroom, because there's a trophy for buying everything in there. There's a trophy for dead ends, but I have to get 20 of them, and I'm not sure that I can do that yet. I feel like there's something I need to do. Maybe the king chess piece would help me do that, because I can choose specific colors. I could end up choosing red to get more of those. And then we also are hoping that we get an experiment in the lab for clearing tunnel boxes. And we also still need to get fire to the freezer. We haven't had... since I've realized that it's maybe possible to melt the chest in the freezer with fire, rather than just having to get the furnace immediately next to it, I've not gotten both the freezer and the item that would let me do that yet. So those are the things we're trying to accomplish during these runs. Not sure how many of them we'll even be able to do, because at this point, this late in the game, seems like it's going to be a lot of, to some degree, RNG that would allow us to do this stuff. But those are our goals. That's what we're trying to do. I still can't believe that the throne room didn't have a puzzle to it. I'm wondering if maybe there will be a puzzle to it later or something. I don't know. All right, let's see what room we have on the outside first. Starting with 93 gold is crazy. I'm gonna go with the trading post because that could lead us to being able to get fire for the freezer. I could also do the tomb and try to do a dead end run, but I don't really... Well, actually, if I did the tomb and I did a bunch of dead ends and ended up finding the showroom, then I maybe could actually buy everything in it that way. But I think the freezer is a more interesting prospect to start. Okay, and let's remember, Banner of the King, choose a color. Rooms of the chosen color are more likely to be drawn while drafting today. And we need the freezer to happen, which I think is just a blue room. Freezer, blue. So is there a different color that I should choose? Oh, you know what else I still need is the drafting room. Is that what it's called? Drafting studio is also blue. Let's just do blue. Feels kind of silly because they're already pretty common, but still, those are the rooms that I need. Because the drafting room still has one room in it that I haven't unlocked. I think it's the last one. And then we also, yeah, there's only one room left. The dove coat. We need to get that. And then, are any of these other ones... The Trophy of Speed, I suppose I could try to do at some point soon. We want the Trophy of Wealth. We already know what we need to do. That one really bummed me out because I had a run where I thought I was doing it, and then after I bought I had enough money, I was able to buy everything in the showroom. It turned out that that trophy actually is an extra 100 gold on top of what you get, on top of all the stuff that you had to buy anyway. We could just start with security right away. We could also get this key and not have to think about keys the whole dang time. But I think security is helpful because if we can get an experiment going in the lab right at the start, that will tell us if we have a chance of getting rid of more crates in the tunnel. Let's see. Okay. We're just going to set this to low for now. If we find either the key card or are able to turn off the power to these, then we can come back here and turn it to high. But more importantly, let's take a look and see. First, are there any new messages for us? And then second, get a lab experiment running. It looks like if we want to try to communicate with Simon, is it better to post here or to send him emails? There's still no new email at this terminal. And there's nothing new there. Let's go activate the lab. And then from the lab, start an experiment. Dang, we wanted the key, the crates, but I suppose we will take the... Let's keep adding to our allowance, I suppose. I don't have a... I mean, this is literally room 1, so it's possible we won't ever find a shovel and be able to dig. Let's just try it. Hopefully we do. Okay, good. Is there anything else in here at the moment? Little items to be found. Okay. Getting the study right off the bat is a queen, does have the queen in it. So if I'm trying to switch from the king to the rook chess piece, that could be a big deal right away. I think that's what I'm going to do. The parlor will show up later. Oh yeah, I forgot. All of these are just sitting open now. Is there anything else that I never noticed in here, maybe? No. But that's fine. Wait, is this a queen? Oh yeah, there it is. There's the queen. The black queen is in here. Go up one. Then we'll start rounding out the side. Why can I redraw? Oh, because of the study. I could redraw with gems. Shoot, maybe we just do the utility closet. Now, since we have the security room, and we'll hopefully not need keys nearly as often as we otherwise would. So now we want them to be high, and we don't have to worry about a key card ever. Lovely. All right. Let's open this. Well, shoot, this is a king. The problem is I might be just locking myself down in, which would be a problem. I think I'll take the pantry, but I'm not even going to go in there yet. We're going to start east first. We need the drafting studio. I hate spending all my gems right away. But it is... Oh, you can't get this without the magnifying glass. Oh, there's no gem in there anyway. But we needed this. This is the final floor plan that we do not have. Whenever you draw Dovecote while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. A towering loft serving home to many of the feathered locals of Mount Holly. As a devout birdwatcher and amateur ornithologist, Mary had petitioned her uncle for years for this to be built on the estate. Absolutely. Okay, cool. Hopefully we can start finding gems. Let's get a parlor right here. Is there anything else in here? So cool that the plans for... the Great Hall show up here. It's just annoying that, like, most of the time you can't even find this before that, you know? I don't think there would be anything else in here. It doesn't feel like it, at least. Okay. Let's do the parlor game. Sorry. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for the microphone. Accidentally hit the microphone arm. Okay, this one's got 6 statements. Goodness. Is there anything else to pick up in the room? No. Let's pull up our guide. Not our guide, our notes. Shoot, I let it fall asleep. So now I have to do this again. Oh, never mind. Oh, good. Okay. Let's go here. Okay. let's make sure we get these gems since we're currently at 0 gems. Okay. The blue box says, the white box has a true statement. And the black box has a true statement. The white box says the black box has a false statement. And the gems are not in the box with 2 false statements. The gems are not in a box. The box. With 2 false statements. And the black box says the blue box has 2 false statements. And the box with 2 true statements has the gems. Okay, so now we got to work this out. I'm not going to pick up the key just so I don't jump the gun and start thinking about it here, or start trying to open something before I have the answer. This one is a pretty complicated one because there are 6 statements, but let's begin with let's say, okay, the box with 2. Let's say if the top black statement is true, that means that both of the blue boxes are false. And that's not possible because that would mean the black box does not have a true statement, and it does. In that case it would. So that's not possible. We know that this is false. We can be certain of that. I'm going to circle it so I don't misunderstand that this is for sure false. Now let's look up here. If the box, we won't be able to tell yet if the box with 2 true statements has the gems is true or false. So let's move on. White. The black box has a false statement. We know that to be true because it has to be. And then the gems are not in the box with 2 false statements. We don't know whether or not that's true yet. Next, we have, let's see. Let's get a better view of the 3 boxes while we're here. Okay. That means that we can be certain that the first statement of the blue box, the white box has a true statement, is true. Now, that tells us that the black box second statement has to be false because otherwise none of the boxes would be fully false. So the box with 2 true statements has the gems is false. And the black box has a true statement is false. Which means this has to be true. The gems are not in the box with 2 false statements. So they're not in black. The box with 2 true statements has the gems as false. They're not in black, they're not in white. That means they are in the blue box. Let's see if I'm right. Lovely. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, let me get back to my current goals checklist. And from there, we can take... I didn't set up my stream deck like I said I was going to turn this off and on more immediately. But that's all right. I shouldn't need to pull up the notes that often. Okay. Awesome. What chess piece does this room have in it? I must have it written down. I might have to go back through there anyway, so we'll see. Okay, good. We have gems. That's awesome. Let's go up. The gallery has keys. We shouldn't need too many of them, but it makes sense to get. Plus, it is the only thing that lets me continue forward. Although now that I turned off the key card thing, I can actually go to the foundation without any worry. So I could dead end myself down here and not be too concerned, honestly. Oh, and the gallery doesn't necessarily have keys. It has the 8 key and it has gems. So actually, maybe I should do the storeroom. And then we'll go up through the pantry and see where that takes us. I think I will. Get a little key insurance for ourselves. Make sure there's not an item that I miss. Hope everyone's having a good afternoon. My lunch today is very tasty, and I hope it doesn't make me sick because I am having homemade poke, which normally I'm not too worried about because I freeze the fish for long enough. Everything's safe, whatever. But it's like it was frozen until last night, and so it thawed out in the refrigerator today, or last night and then today. But it's also not like super good quality fish or anything. It's just like random fish that I bought at the supermarket. So I'm hoping that I don't get ill from it. I doubt I will. It's fine, because if you freeze fish long enough, can't get you sick unless you let it rot or whatever, but it should be fine. This is interesting. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is take the attic, and then we're going to go down. We're going to leave the house, go down to the basement, and come up through the foundation, because the attic is like very worth the 3 gems that it costs. How many dead ends do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 dead ends already. That's interesting. Maybe this could be a 20 dead end run after all. We got a secret garden key. It's 1. I like to count this because I feel like I almost always miss something. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And a key is 8. Okay. Last time we were up here, we noticed for the first time that this existed, and I haven't quite figured out why or what. I also didn't have the magnifying glass before. Let's see if there's any little secrets inside the red writing. No, don't think so. That we've looked at a million times. Finding that little piece of paper, though, the last run that we were on, really makes me think that perhaps there is something else to be found in a lot of rooms still. Something small that I've missed, you know? Okay, well, regardless, we're headed outside. We got the magnifying glass. While we're outside, I think I'm going to go to the trading post just to see if like I could... No, I don't need to trade anything. Never mind. I was going to say that I could trade something for the metal detector so I could make the fire thing, but I think rather than do that, I would rather wait to see if I even have a workshop that could combine those things. Okay. I should move these so that it's more obviously able to be walked through. Okay. Lovely. Very good. Man, getting such an early security room and utility closet together is pretty valuable for a run. Let's go south first. The drawing room would return the gem and open us up into further pathing that the others don't. The workshop, obviously, I just said I need, but not until we have a metal detector. I don't know if I'm ever going to get used to not having to reopen the safes. I think I don't like it. I liked having to open the safe every time, but whatever. I guess we'll take the den just for the sake of continuation. Ease of travel, so to speak. We already did a laboratory experiment. I think I'm going to take the reading nook just so I can fill this little gap below. See if there's anything in here. There's, of course, not. We're going to take the office. That'll give us the king. And I think that's going to make it so that I'll be able to relatively easily try this little idea that I have about the chess pieces. Oh, this is the terminal where they would be emailing me if they were going to do so. So let's take a look at that. Since they said, or the Thompson woman asked. Nope, nothing new. This is a new email from post getting the satellite set up, but yeah, not helpful. Unfortunately. Okay. And I don't want to spread gold at the moment because it just would not really help us. Okay, so now let's look through this. We have the king here, queen. We have a rook in the reading nook. We have a knight in the security room. We have a bishop in the attic. And of course we have pawns. So that's great. We will be able to try our hand at castling, so to speak. Before I go the east, I want to see what my option, the freezer. We have to take you, freezer. Now, we're not going... I was just going to say we're not going into the freezer because... Shit. That was maybe a mistake. Shoot. That was a mistake because now I can't spend gems. I have to get either a furnace or a sauna. To get the sauna, I have to get the pool first. Dude, I really hope that wasn't a mistake. Okay, if this workshop has in it a metal detector, it will be the best thing that could happen to me all day. Battery. Battery. Oh, man. That sucks. I made a mistake with the freezer. Because now even if I, like, get a commissary, it won't do anything for me. Yucky. I'm pretty frustrated at myself for taking the freezer there. I didn't think... I should have sat and thought longer. Freezer was going to come up later anyway. Has the kennel ever had a shovel in it? I don't think so. Shoot. I'm going to take this hallway closet just in the hopes that it has... hopes that it had the metal detector. All I want, nothing else, is the metal detector. Then we can do the metal detector for the freezer. I'm sorry, the fire thing for the freezer. And we'll be able to try our castle plan. That's all we want. All we ask. Okay, interesting. If I rotate this... now it goes up. And guess what? We just found every room. There it is. Now, this is the first time we've been in here. Should look around. But first, trophy. So, we've accomplished one goal. I actually didn't even have that listed in my goals list, but I should have, was to get that trophy. Now, let's take a look around. Gem. Oh. Oh. Dear Mother, if you are reading this, that means Junie made it home safely. I imagine he's going to be quite tired after such a long flight, so make sure he gets some treats and rest. School is going well, though I do miss you terribly. Unfortunately, even though the dean gave me permission to keep my birds here on campus, I'm afraid it's getting a bit too cold for them as the semester marches on. So I've made the decision to send them all home before the winter months arrive. All that to say, expect some more letters soon. Dotingly, Mary. So this was Mary to the Lady Epson while she was at school. Okay, I'm just going to take a picture of this before we move ahead. Okay. Next. Dearest Mother. Dear Mother. Dearest Mother. This should be the 5th letter you've received from me this month, though I know statistically it is very unlikely that every single member of my flock has found their way home. And please, please don't tell me if they didn't arrive. It's going to be hard enough now that I am truly on my own. In other news, my classes have been engaging and I am slowly making friends, so please ignore the dramatic despair of my previous letter. Things are indeed looking brighter, but I still maintain that 3 years is too long a time to be away from home. Any secrets? Secrets in the letters. Nothing there. Let's take a photo. Pretty incredible. I feel like a lot of people probably got this room early in their runs, or earlier in their runs at least. But this being the very final room, pretty incredible. Herbert, thank you so much for your gift of the wedding doves, whom I, of course, recognized immediately. And yes, I got the hint. So here's your letter. I know it's long, long overdue. The Mayhew? What is that word? The Mayhew life. Is that a word that I should know? I'm looking it up. Mayhew. That is an A, right? Yeah, that's how she writes A's. Is that an M? Yes, that's how she writes M's. Mayhew. Definition. Mayhew. Mayhew with a Y. It's just a proper noun. It's just a name. Interesting. Okay, I guess, I don't know. The Mayhew life suits me, I think. Not that I didn't love Mount Holly, of course, but after years of being confined in a tiny dormitory, the small place Daniel and I have picked out in Reddington feels more like a stately manor. Once we've finished unpacking and setting everything up, I'll insist on you making an exception to your reclusive lifestyle to come, share a meal, and admire our somewhat less impressive but much more personal view of the town. Thanks again for the card, Mary. What does Mayhew mean? It must mean something to somebody that I just don't know. Okay. Mayhew life. Just looking for any clue, any little hint. We are returning east and should arrive on Tuesday. If coast is not clear, lower the SD? Is that an S? It is an S. That's the same way that she writes an S. And we know that that's a D, because we've seen her write the ID before. Lower the SD to warn us. What is the SD, do we think? SD. SD. Lower the SD. Is there like a... Lower the SD. Is there a room that has that lettering somewhere? SD. I don't feel like I've ever seen that. SD, SD. The shelter, there's the, I don't know. Okay. Let's just do a quick double check. I wish I had the shovel right now. Man, I'm annoyed that I took that freezer too early. It's really silly of me to have done. I'm gonna end up ruining this run with that. Ruin is too strong of a term, certainly. What special keys do I have again? I could take a silver key. Hang on, before I choose that. Let's see if we can lockpick first. We can. Okay. Yeesh, I'm really... Okay. Mechanarium, how many would that have right now? 1, 2, 3. I think it counts itself as 4. So that would be a 4-way room. That's fine. Let's take it. And we have already in the Mechanarium gotten all of the doors open, I think. Right, so there's the 4 that are here now, and then there's the 4 diagonals. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've done both of those things. I'm almost certain. What I really need is a gosh darn metal detector. And I don't know how I'm even going to get that metal detector. Maybe I'll be able to trade for it. Maybe I will. That's right. We wanted to take a look at this with the magnifying glass. We hadn't read this yet. The Dead End Contest Sweepstake is open to legal residents of Fen Ares who are at least 12 years of age at the time of entry, employees of drafting strategy, blah, blah, blah. Okay. To enter the sweepstakes, players must draft rooms in a single house during a single day. Any number of rooms may be drafted, but only dead end rooms drafted during that day will be counted toward the dead end tally. If the dead end tally exceeds the current record of 19, participant is considered a winner. The cash prize has an approximate shop value equal to 200 gold, paid out to the winner of sweepstakes in a check equal to the prize amount. The trophy of sweepstakes has an approximate shop value of 30 gold. 30? 50. 30. 30 gold. Please note, the trophy is not composed of real gold, but features a gold-like coating for decorative purposes only. The winner will be notified and receive their prize by mail no later than 5 days after obtaining the dead end record. Check the mail room for prize delivery. Okay, so once we get this, the mail room is where we pick up the trophy. Odds of winning this contest are not very promising. The architect who set this record was very, very good at drafting. Best of luck regardless. Okay, that's nice. That's helpful to know. I wouldn't have realized that the mail room is where you would find the trophy had I not actually had a magnifying glass to read that. It's also been a little while since I've looked at these. Let's take a look, see if there's anything new in here. That feels really good to have all 8 Sanctum keys. I don't know. I don't know if there's another red letter. It feels like there should be an 8th one. I'm pretty sure that there is one more upgrade disc somewhere. I don't have a clue where that would be. And let's just double check this whole thing to make sure that I'm not missing something. Nope, everything is there. Everything is the same as it has always been. Okay. So, what are we trying to accomplish with the rest of this run? We still have 44 steps. And there is a dining room. Is the dining room accessible from this side or from the front? No, from here. So yeah, we have the dining room. So we really have probably 64 steps available to us at the moment. As long as we are able to keep going. Although not having the gems is maybe a problem. Or not being able to spend gems, better said. It's really silly. Mailroom would not have an item in it. We'll take the gallery. I shouldn't have even picked up that money. That was stupid. I should have just left it sitting there. Same with these gems. I'm going to leave them there. Because if I am able to, at some point, defrost my money and gems, then we can come back here for them. Gems in the gallery. Okay, let's see. This doesn't feel like where I would want to use my silver key. I have 6 regular keys, though. That's fine. Let's just keep going. I guess we're doing a conference room. God, I cannot believe I took the freezer and shouldn't have taken the freezer. It's so frustrating. At this point, I think I'm going to just keep going up. It'd be so cool if there was a shovel in here. I've never seen a shovel in here, but no, of course not. Okay, we'll take the... Can't take the walk-in closet. Gosh, this sucks. Boudoir. I have the secret garden key. Why didn't I use it there? Now I'm going to have to go all the way to the west wing if I want to use the secret garden. That was pretty silly. And these gems I have to leave behind. I guess we'll take the quest bedroom strictly for the allowance increase. That happens if I make it to the antechamber, which honestly at this point I probably won't because of the gems being frozen. Pretty frustrated at myself for this. How many dead ends do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm going to take the coat check or the Chamber of Mirrors. I am interested to see if the Chamber of Mirrors still is the same as it was. Like, are these open now? They're not. So they must have stuff in them again. So that's directly across. Before we do that, let's go to the foundation. Just see if this is an unlocked one. It is. Okay. We can't take the frickin' boiler room because I'm dummy. Let's redraw and hope that we get something else. We will take the closed exhibit happily. Now that's open for free. This is an item that we can get if we go around the back side of it. We'll see. That was a great reroll, though. Another parlor. I didn't even know that you could get another parlor. Well, obviously, we're either redrawing or taking the planetarium. I guess we'll take the planetarium. Is there any... You know, I've never taken a picture of this. I should have long ago to keep track of what's what up to 50. Let's do it now. Excellent. And I've never had anything else in here. So I assume there is not anything else in here. And now to get that item, we would need to... Oh, jeez. Okay. I messed this run up. But again, we've at least accomplished something. And we'll still be able to go deal with the chess piece. If I go there, I can get the fruit, but that's it. So for now, we're just going to leave that as is. Hang on, where am I? This one, I do want to use the silver key. We will take the passageway happily. Right? Yeah, because the thing I can buy at Mount Holly is 400. We don't need that. Or we can't. We're frozen. But now we can do this. We can lower the barrier, reveal the tripwire. But what I did last time was this. Go, 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 go. Got him. What does that do again? I don't even remember. If there is not a red room among the first 3 floor plans you draw while drafting, you may redraw. Oh, that's actually really great. Also useful for rehearsing museum burglary. Very useful. Okay. Very nice. Yeah. Continue. This is not the West Wing yet. Okay, so let's try to lockpick first. The pool costs money. Here's the free. Okay, we can take the furnace. We can unfreeze ourselves, and that at least makes it possible for me to continue. I hate doing it, but it does accomplish something. There also once was a shovel in here, so it would have been nice, but we've now unfrozen ourselves. That's great. And now we have just a little dream. Okay, let's think here. We want to be able to go to the right also. None of these do that. However, we could at least continue the run if I take any of these others. But if I redraw, I'm going to redraw. Okay. I'm going to take the chapel. The bummer is that the chapel now makes it so that the Chamber of Mirrors is not going to be accessible, period. I've now blocked the Chamber of Mirrors off to myself to seeing what else could happen in there. Not a huge problem, but annoying. And we're still looking for a... Shit, I just realized we're down to 22 steps. Down to 22 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 away for the dining room. Is this... 8 away for the dining room. The rotunda is too expensive for what we need here. Now the walk-in closet is interesting because it could... I don't think I've ever seen... never seen a metal detector in the walk-in closet before, have I? I don't think so. Let's take it anyway. What is that? A cupcake. The only other time I've seen any cake-related item and I didn't even get to see it, was when they left a message saying that in the kitchen, a cake had been left for my birthday, but I didn't get the kitchen on that day. 10. That's huge. Isn't there supposed to be a 4th item in here, though? Where's the 4th item? Oh, here it is. Okay. This could be the end of the run right here. And by end of the run, it's not really the end because we still have a lot that we have to go do. I just really wish that I had gotten... Hey, we've got an ad break coming in about a minute. I'm just going to keep playing. You hang out. If you don't want to see ads, you can subscribe, or you can get an ad blocker like I have. Or you can pay for Twitch Turbo also. That makes it so that you don't see ads, but I still get paid for you seeing ads. That's a thing. Anyway, we'll see you in a little bit. It'll be 3 minutes. I'm just going to keep on going. Before I choose here... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not enough dead ends to really feel like there's even a possibility of me getting close to the 20 that I need for that trophy. I think we're going to not worry about that. We'll take the fruit and the money. It's looking like we're probably not even worrying about the antechamber at this point. But I suppose we'll see. Gosh. I guess the aquarium is the answer for this. I just wanted to get one further so I could get the secret garden, but no doing. It's nothing. That lockpick worked. How interesting. We did turn the gymnasium off, so that would cost us nothing and have the right opening, but the aquarium is always more interesting. Sometimes we'll have a gem in it. Once I feel like I had the shovel in here. Maybe once. We take the free one. Especially because we have the opportunity of redraws with gems. We don't want to waste that. Man, this not having a key is annoying. Not needing a key, I should say. I'm going to take the observatory simply because I wasted all those stars a while ago, and I'd like to start building that back up if I can. That cupcake was really clutch. Chests in the entry hall. Very interesting. Then we'll go down this way. I guess we're taking the aquarium. The aquariums are at least giving me the 5 steps from the sleeping mask. That's nice. I wonder if I'm... Okay, we want to use this now. I wonder if I'm going to be able to get the metal detector from the trading post. That would be pretty cool. We just need the west one opened, which happens to be the one that's already here. That's great. That'll just boost our allowance later. The only reason we're bothering. Let's just keep going down, though. We'll come back for that. We'll have to come back anyway. And the room 8 is a curved room, so we're not going to take that if we can help it. I don't even know. Oh, this wasn't 8 anyway. Well, let's do a redraw, I guess. Okay, that's that. I guess I can spend this gem and redraw again. Okay, I'm going to take this hallway closet because there's a tiny chance... Nope. I was going to say, there's a tiny chance we get the metal detector we've been looking for, but no. Okay, so now we've finished... The mansion is drafted. We're going to go to the antechamber first. We never got a shovel either, so our experiment was wasted, unfortunately. We're going to grab this. Now, in retrospect, anytime that I'm going down to the basement to get to the foundation and back up, I should also just open the room 46 while I'm down there. Cost me, what, 2 extra or 3 extra feet? But obviously too late now. Unless the dining room ends up giving me 30, then it probably can still happen. Okay, so then from here, we're going next to go to... I suppose it makes sense to go to the conference room. Can I go to the office before that? No, the office is down here. Okay, so... Not that it matters, because money doesn't mean anything for us at the moment. But I do want to collect the gems that were in the gallery and in this den. All the gems that were before here. So basically... Did I accidentally take the one that was in the dovecote? I think I did. But that's okay. Okay, so we're going to go den up to gallery to conference room. Den, gallery, conference room. Because one other thing that we're going to be able to do is freeze our assets, which will make it theoretically more possible to either have 400 gold in the next run to buy the blue tents, or to get enough money to get the trophy for buying everything in the showroom. One way or the other. Yep, this is right. There were the gems here, and then there's going to be food in the conference room. And the apples are more tasty than they normally are. So we're rolling now. We got plenty of steps. And we're also going to be able to get to the dining room before we leave. Were there gems? Yeah, there's gems in the boudoir and the guest bedroom too. We may as well get those while we're up here. We're not likely to come back. Oh, and we didn't have the sleep mask yet, so we're getting 10 more steps. Oh, and the one in the safe too. Wish I could just walk straight to it. Okay. Excellent. Next, we want to go... Let's just get back to the foundation and we'll figure out from there what we do. What we are doing. Make sure I didn't miss something there. Okay. Keep going. We can go either way. Let's double check. Did I? Yeah, I did take that gem. That was pretty silly of me to have accidentally done, but not a big deal. Since this is the first time I've drafted this room, let's just do one more quick look around. Make sure I'm not missing something. The little bird sounds, the birds cooing is both very peaceful and very annoying. I don't see anything else. There's a bird up there, but that's it. Okay. Okay, so we're back to the foundation. Before we go down, we're not going in the freezer until much later. We're going to go down. Oh, I guess I can go to the office. It's probably worth doing, actually. Since we're freezing, we want to have as much money as we can have. We already got that gem. Nope, this way. Back to the office to spread the money. We'll grab that from the conference room also. And then payroll, that's, from what I can tell, only servants' quarter and maid's chamber have that. And I did not draft those, so it does not make sense to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to go back up. Should I hit the dining room first? Probably. Yeah. Dining room first. Snag the meal. A lovely lemon glazed salmon. And we have aquariums, so it's going to be 30. I have salmon. I should be eating it. Salmon and tuna. Okay. Okay. So the only thing left to do is go back to the conference room one more time, pick up all that money. We're rich. Okay. Now back to the foundation. And we're leaving. Do we want to freeze now? No, because theoretically we could end up with a shovel from the trading post. We can go around and dig a bunch. Maybe get gold from digging. So not yet. And we have 70 something steps, so we should be fine. While we're here, let's open up room 46. Just in case we end up back up there or have the steps to waste. I guess it's more than I thought to get here. Oh, I didn't pick up that key. That could have been traded for something too. Oops. Oh well. Far too late now. Okay. Lovely. Excellent. We're going out to the trading post to see if I can get either a metal detector or a shovel, or both. That would be pretty cool. Metal detector is my primary want of the two, though. That's for sure. Now, while I'm here, and I haven't wasted a step going up, maybe now I should just do the switching from king to rook. Because I think it doesn't even take any steps to get there, or maybe only one. It won't affect the rest of the day. And again, this is really just a weird revelation that I had, like, while I was just sitting in my bed thinking about this frickin' game, even though I've put in a gajillion hours already. Just can't stop thinking about what maybe I could be doing. Okay, so we continue this puzzle, or we do this puzzle, and then we are choosing the rook to see if that is castling. Okay, so we have study and office in the bottom corners. So that's queen, king, rook, and then next to that is knight. Let's just do that now. Queen, king, rook. Next to that is knight. And then somewhere over here, there it is. And then I think this, yeah. Okay, and then we're choosing the rook because we already have a king. Theoretically, in chess, when you castle, it's switching. You have accepted resilience of the rook. You may give up this power by returning to this chamber any future day. They're staying open. That's different. Oh shit. It's happening. I fucking nailed it. I fucking nailed it. Oh my gosh. It's only a million hours in. Fuck. This is huge. I can't believe there's more to see in this fucking game. How is there more? How is there more? Oh my god. How is there more underground? What is happening? Okay. Is there anything? What the fuck? Oh my god, look how many boxes there are. My allowance is gonna be so big. This is a crypt. And a guy. But I can't click anything. Do I just need to solve these? Like this makes me think that there's like this is gonna move or something. Like it's on a track. Oh, that saxophone is going nuts right now. What am I supposed to do down here? Okay, well, let's just do these puzzles, I guess. Okay, we want black. So, pink rotates. Pink rotates. Pink rotates. Oh, what am I doing? I can't. Okay. Oh, we can just do this. Oh! Oh, it's not what I thought it was at all. In Ares' court where the king now lays. What the fuck is happening? Well, I guess this run was more successful than I thought. In Ares' court where the king now lays. And there's no, like, little secrets here. Oh my god. Okay, this is also black. These move down one. And orange will convert to what is most surrounded by it. Oh wait, we can just put it now. Need to reset it. Okay, so let's think here. If I do this and then move it, moving it doesn't do anything actually. Okay. Right, that doesn't do anything either. We need... Oh, I would have to put this down one for it to be able to become black, but then I don't have any way to keep moving anything. Okay, let's think here. Orange converts when it's surrounded by more of a color. So like, for example, right now, these do nothing. But if I... The only first move, very obviously, is purple down. That has to be the first move. Then... I need two down here, though, also. Okay, that's black. There we go. Excellent. Oh, God. On the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase. I should just write this as a note. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna take a picture and write it. I cannot believe this is a brand new something for me. I did not expect to discover a whole new something like this. Okay, the first one. What is this even called? Unknown Underground. Unknown Underground castling. Castle door, I guess we'll call it. Okay. In Ares Court, where the king now lays. On the sacred hour. The sacred hour, I think, is 1:30. That time-worn phrase. What is the time-worn phrase? I don't know, but I think it's 1:30. I'm gonna write that. Okay. Pink is rotation. Purple goes down one. Orange, we already know. So, we want... We need pink to go up. Got it. Now I can rotate. And now this will be black. How do I get this to become black, though? I need to get a black here. Okay. Then we need to have a separation. I think I want it to be in the middle. Okay. Now I just need to get that on the other side as well. I'm so close on this, and I think that I've messed it up to the point where I cannot... Oh. Of course. Of course. Okay. Will a youth approach with empty arms? I assume that's me. Does that mean like I have to not have any items or something weird? Will a youth approach with empty arms? In Ares Court, where the king now lays, on the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase, will a youth approach with empty arms? Don't remember what yellow does. Yellow goes upward. Okay. Huh. Oh, I can... Okay. So yellow goes up. Black. Yellow goes up. Black. This now is black. This now is black. Without gifts nor gold nor mannered charms. Will a youth approach with empty arms without gifts nor gold nor... Okay, yeah, so just get here with nothing, basically. Somehow. I don't even... How would you even do that? I start every day with like 100 gold. Dude. Oh, I suppose if I started the day with the... what's it called? The shrine as the outside room, I could donate all of the gold. Okay, that's interesting. Without gifts, nor gold, nor mannered charms. This is crazy. This is crazy. What does green do? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we can just turn this to black. Flip this. Flip this. Easy. And in sky above a brilliant sign. Is that... I wonder if I need to go from this side. Shoot, I just realized I didn't take pictures of the third and fourth. I'm so enthralled with taking the note. I wonder if the message starts here. Let's see. How do I get... that? But then what? Oh, I need the black to be on the top. So I can move this. So I can push this down? No, I guess it goes up. So in reality, I want that on the bottom. That'll push it up. I don't want green. Okay, how do I get another black? Oh, I think I know. I think it's brain. This. Ah, shit. That wasn't what I wanted to do. There we go. There we go. The black key is lying with the last king of 8. The black key is lying with the last king of 8. Picture. Assume that there's not anything for the magnifying glass to find, but let's look anyway. Okay, these are purple, so they're gonna go up or down? Down. Green does nothing in the middle. How do I get... I need to get a purple to the top. Which means I need to get a green to the top and a black to the top. Let me reset this. Let me look. Let me think here. So orange changes to the color that they are most surrounded by. Purple goes down. Purple goes down. Green switches to the opposite side. Black moves the row. So first thing I need to do... This one's tricking my brain more than the others have. Okay, if I make this purple, and then I flip it back and go down one, now I have green at the top. Oh, that was right, but then I need to move black to the middle. Okay, so flip this, make it purple, change to black, flip it back. Now I can move black to the top. And I can now turn this and this. And now I can flip this up and then over. do I get this down? Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it very much. Laura, you're just gonna ask me about art, and I don't need AI art. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Oh, I can do this and this, and now we're good to go. A patient figure, a reckoning great. Thanks for the zombie follow anyway. I appreciate it nonetheless. The black key is lying with the last king of 8, a patient figure. A reckoning great. I don't know what that means exactly. Okay. We need to get the oranges to become black. To do that, I'll need to move like this. This. Then this. Now, how do I get... Oh, shoot. Did I... Okay. Do I still have a way to do that? Oh, I can... Okay. We're fine. I can do this. Did I... Am I... Yeah, this is right. And then... This... Oh, no. I need the green up there. Go. A Solon cross as 5 stars align. Oh, that's gotta be something about the 5-star constellation, because it's a cross. A Solon cross has 5 stars align. Take a picture. Don't forget the pictures. Forget. Okay. And in the sky above, a brilliant sign. Okay, so it's basically seemingly every 2 have a message for us. In sky above a brilliant sign. In Ares' court where the king now lays, on the sacred hour that time-worn phrase, will a youth approach with empty arms without gifts nor gold nor mannered charms. The black key is lying with the last king of eight, so I assume in here. A patient figure, a reckoning great. A sullen cross as five. So I think what this is telling me is that I need to come here with no items at all on a night or a day where the 5-star thing would align, which I guess is good that I ended up taking a photo of that list that shows all the nights where it happens, because right now we're at what, 17? So not until Not until 25 is the next Southern Cross. 16 was the last one. I just had one. 13 also. But 25 has it. So we'll want to come back here on a day where I have 25 stars with nothing. God, that's going to be really hard to do. Is there anything else in here? God, I really thought I was about to get 8 allowance chips. It seems... Gosh, just a whole new puzzle. And a black key. What is the black key going to give me? Shit. Do I need a sledgehammer? A lot of this stuff is cracked. Okay. Let's go out to the tool shed and see what I can get. Not the tool shed, the trading post. That's a... Is this gonna stay like this? I don't know what this is gonna look like tomorrow. Do I have to do this again in order for me to be able to access this again? Oh boy. I don't know, man. Well, I have a rook already, so I guess I just need to... If that ends up being the case, I just need to do it again, and we'll switch to a king. Honestly, the king was awesome. Wow. I am blown away that there was still yet more puzzle to find. And all just on a frickin' whim, too. Let me cross these off my checklist. So we have now castle puzzled. Crazy. What is the rook power to? You may draw floor plans 4 times in the corners of your house. Twiggy, are you okay? Tail's real twitchy. Guess you're sleeping, it seems like. Okay. To the trading post. Wow. I cannot believe this game, man. Just is forever deep. Layers and layers and layers, like an ogre. Okay, is there anything in here for me to collect? No. I really wish I hadn't taken the money from that barrel. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yes, give me a metal detector, please. How about also while we're at it, a sledgehammer? No. Honestly, this is incredible. We're going to be able to go unfreeze the freezer and also still have collected all of this junk. This is beautiful. This is incredible. Is there any reason for me to go down here first into the entrance? Oh, there are two chests. Chests? What do they call them in this game? Crates? Nope, not crates, not chests. Trunks. There's two trunks in the entrance hall. No reason not to just grab those while we're here. Who knows what's in them? Keys. And... okay. Very worth it. Let's see. Is there anything else? Any other reason for me to be here? Utility closet doesn't do anything. So literally it was just these rooms here. Okay. Let's go. Let's frickin' go. We're finally going to be able to see what's in this frickin' freezer. Inside the freezer room, there's a freezer chest basically. And I based on letters and whatnot, nope, this isn't the right way. Letters that I had seen and whatnot, I tried for ages and ages and ages to get the furnace immediately next to the freezer to have it at its hottest possible. And I just couldn't do it. Like you can see here, even it's 2 away, but that wasn't enough to unfreeze the freezer chest. Oh shit. I just realized I'm not going to be able to freeze all my, well, it doesn't matter. We're fine. So the 130 and 8 gems are not going to be frozen, it turns out, because the furnace is too close. Which normally is a good thing. Why am I going here? I'm just wasting steps, that's why. Oh, I need to go to the workshop. That's fine. This is the right way still. Let's finish lunch here. Okay, down to the workshop. Drawing room. Get the burning glass. Now take that. God, if this is not how this works, I'm going to be very annoyed, because that means that I do still need the furnace and the freezer to be next to each other. And I really don't want that to be the case. Oh, shoot. We want to still be here. Right? Yeah, to the den. Now I'm just being wasteful with steps, but I guess at this point it doesn't matter. So yeah, this is... oh, it is cold enough to freeze me still. Oh, I have to be in here. I see, I see. Oh, finally. Look at this. We finally got this stupid freaking letter. Oh. Oh, this is glorious. We've been here. Thaw only in the event of my death. Simon, I had wished for you to read this letter upon first arriving at Mount Holly, but I couldn't risk the contents of these pages falling into unsympathetic hands. My personal freezer should prove quite the safe box, as all of the stuff have for many years respected my wishes, that it remain shut and untampered. My favorite snacks were also stored here. But in addition to these delicious treats, it has also, for the last 20 years, stored many a cryptic message and ciphered note. This nondescript cooler is, in fact, a dubious frozen postbox of chilled secrets. Okay. Have you heard of the Children of Blackwater? I have no idea how... You know what? Before this room thaws, I am going to take pictures of everything and get out of here, because I want my frozen money and whatnot. Oh, shit. There's a frickin' another puzzle to be had? Okay. Well, I guess it's not thawing me. Okay. Okay, never mind. Everything's fine. I still haven't figured out how to get these moved either. We decided we were going to store the 2 unused servers here. They should serve as readily accessible replacements. How do I do that? Okay, maybe this has more info. Okay, let's actually read these. Have you heard of the Children of Blackwater? I have no idea how forthcoming your father has been about the details surrounding your mother's final chapter, or the role he thinks I played in that end. I have always denied involvement to him. Oh, to him, to the detectives, to the Crown, and now to you as well. But can I honestly say I had nothing to do with her disappearance? And yes, I speak of disappearance, not death. For I, too, cling to the hope that our fears are unfounded and have occasionally, from time to time, caught fragments of information that bolster this belief. Fragments of information that have cost me plenty, for our country is never short of opportunists and blackmailers. Still, as I am now dead, I don't want this knowledge to be buried with me, even if that means passing the burden of these fragments on to you, even if that information may weigh even heavier on your head than the Crown involved. Unfortunately, this information is a little too precious to entrust entirely to this freezer, as I'm not too confident that the sanctity of my snacks will extend beyond my life. I've always found it best to use multiple baskets when it comes to incriminating eggs, a lesson that I recently learned again when a member of my staff betrayed my confidence. I have placed 8 red envelopes in 8 even more secure in 8 even more secure locations throughout the estate, and left a hidden message for you among the art that hangs in almost every room in this house. We already did that. This message is the key to unlocking these secrets, but you must be open in your interpretation, as the message itself harbors multiple double meanings and double entendres. One final word of guidance: the safe combinations you are seeking will not be found in writing on the estate. So I hope you haven't been wasting too much time jotting down random invoice numbers and dates. We definitely did that. Only by deciphering the many meanings of the 44-character message can you hope to unlock its mysteries. To each their own letters, Herbert. So we did all of this already. Man, this is less exciting. But the other part of our day was wildly exciting. Do I have enough steps to go up to the furnace, defrost? No, because when we walk back into the freezer, we're just going to freeze again. So this doesn't matter. Like, these gems are impossible to get as far as I can tell. Or actually, no, when we walk back in here, we would not be frozen. And we want to be frozen because this 130 gold for our next run is pretty rad. Okay, we did that. Let me cross that off my checklist of things to do. Slightly less exciting than I thought it was going to be. I really wish I could figure out how to get these servers over to the underground, or to the server room, or whatever they call it. How do I do that? The network servers are finally out of cold storage, or at least as many as we could fit into the surrounding walls of the grotto off of the East Drive. The last few days have been very busy, but I'm glad I was able to take a short break from gardening to help Randolph install the network. Oh, Denny Ravane was the one who... Okay, and he's the one that got fired, too. The last few days have been very busy. Okay. Right. Randolph was the one. Since it was I who suggested the final location. Hey, ads are about to start in about a minute. Thanks for hanging out through them. It'll be 3 minutes of ads. I'm just going to keep going. But if you don't want ads, you can always subscribe either with Twitch Prime, if you've got Amazon Prime, or just straight up. You can also get Twitch Turbo, and you can also get an ad blocker. I don't care which one. Just do one of those things. Don't watch ads. Ads suck. If you don't have one of those and you would like to not see the ads but want to stick around, go grab some water, take a walk, do something good with that 3 minutes. We decided that we were going to store the 2 unused servers here in Mount Holly's freezer. They should serve as readily accessible replacements should any of the primary consoles fail. I feel like these fit into that space, and I don't know how to get them there. How do I do that? Maybe with it unthawed. And okay, yeah, let's try this. We're gonna go to the server room. And perhaps now that the freezer is unfrozen, there will be some like option on the computer or something. I'm not sure. Doesn't feel like that's what's happening here. Oh, while I was there, was I supposed to go to the antechamber to open the... Does it matter at this point? I don't think so. We definitely don't need the blue crown. And we still haven't found any, like, safe or anything there. Okay. Oh, man. So then... Yeah, I guess the only other thing for us to do during this run is going to be to check the server room to see if there's some way for me to do something with it. I don't know, like get those extra servers over here. Because there's that wall that's like obviously broken servers. Right? Like how do I get them to go here? Okay, there's so many options for this. I want to try... I have before tried Danny Ravane, but it's deactivated. Okay, so then we want more R. That's actually the network admin. We've done all this. We've seen all this. Oh, this is... Oh no, not current. I have seen this. Added new data management features to Blackridge admin control, updated user database, changing the guard in preparation for Simon's arrival. Yeah, we did all of this. We've seen it. Just don't know how to, like, there must be some way to move the freezer servers to here so that I get some additional something. There must be. Honestly, I feel like I want to look it up. I don't have any ideas. Let's think. Let's try a different account. It was Lee B. That's the like secret one. Nothing new there. Nothing new here. We know the admin logs are completely different. Regular maintenance. Admin keys. I've tried both of those, right? Prov C and Hoon U. Prov C, Hoon U. Maybe it's worth trying again. Prov C, Hoon U. Yeah, it's not anything else. Prov C, Hoon U. Let's try them. Let's just see. Not found. Not found. How do I get the servers from the freezer to here? How do I get the servers from the freezer to here? Is there even a way to do that? How do I... So we unfroze the freezer. And it says... It says that those are meant to be used if there are broken ones. There are broken ones. We want them to fill this space. We want them to fill this space. Oh, man. What else could we do? I really don't know. Maybe like... I'm gonna look it up. Try to. There's still a lot of things that I feel like people don't know about this game. Part of what makes me think that there's something to do with these is that I briefly saw the beginning of someone's Blueprints video. I just like have been watching people play Blueprints, but this wasn't a like playthrough that I thought it was a playthrough, but they were like investigating stuff way late post game, and they had access to security videos, or at least they said they did, and I didn't really understand what, if anything, that did. I don't feels like there's not. Huh. One more search. Let's think. What can I type to find something useful? I don't know. Nothing. Nothing that I can figure out. Doesn't seem like anyone thinks that there's something that you can do with those servers. Oh, man. Maybe it has something to do with those two, like in the attic I just was talking about, that icon with the O on it. When I found the one with the A in the, like, they called a safe house or whatever, that I thought I know, like, I matched up with the screens to say, like, oh, this is obviously the security room screens. Did I take a picture of this one with the O on it? Pretty sure I did. Yeah. So maybe that has something to do with it. May as well, I've got the time here. Right? So it was these, it's this 4 by 4, 4, 4, and 3. It's this set here. This one, the third from the left in the top row, so 1, 2, 3, had an A. And now I'm seeing that this one has an O. What does that mean? A and O. Why would it have an A and an O? And is there some way to get the frickin' servers from the freezer room? I don't know. Okay, what rooms are these? Let's look. We have a spare room. We have a walk-in closet. Archives. We have the Nook. Although in my case it's a reading Nook, but who knows? We have... What is that room? Oh, that's the storage... Is it called storage closet? Storeroom. Office. Why does any of this matter? Office, nursery, gallery, hallway, security room. What is this? Showroom. There also, at some point, gosh, this was a long time ago. I would have to scour through pages and pages of notes and letters. There was a note at some point somewhere where there was an admin key created that didn't have the appropriate 4 letters of last name, first initial. I wonder if that has something to do with it. Hallway. Wait, HSS, Herbert S. Sinclair. HSS. This was an A, this was an O. This is the office, this is an archives room. Okay, does this spell something? Okay, hang on. Let's write this down. No, we don't need to write it. We're fine. Okay, so we have spare room, walk-in closet. Oh, it's Swan. Swan. What is the second row? Assuming that's Nook and not reading Nook. Because everyone has a Nook, not everyone has a reading Nook. We have... What do we have? I've now forgotten what it's called again. Storeroom. Storeroom, office, nursery, gallery. Swan Song. Herbert S. Sinclair, HSS. Is it Swan Song but with HSS? Okay. I wonder if that password works in the grotto. HSS is Home Security Surveillance, not just Herbert S. Sinclair. Interesting. Oh my god, there's so much here. Are you freaking kidding me? I have years worth of videos to watch still, and I have to figure out the castle puzzle timing. Holy shit, there's so much to do. There's a person back there. In addition to the person at this table, this is the library, very clearly. I don't know what this is trying to tell me. This is nuts. Also, terrible password etiquette for all of this. All of their passwords are their names or Swan Song, but Swan Song HSS for this. So that wasn't anything. Oh, these are all within the same... Well, these two are the same day. That was in the early, like late morning in the library. Then afternoon at the entrance. God, this game just is forever deep. Maybe that was like... I should look at the dates and compare them to dates of other events. Is that the same guy? I think so. What's he carrying? Maybe he's carrying the vases that I broke? God, this is not. I don't know. I am wondering if perhaps these are clues to things that I've already figured out, which has happened to me a lot. And then the following day, early evening, or late afternoon, maybe better said. Okay. This could be my mom. Mary Marigold. Yep, it is. What is that? What is that? That's the path. I already have that. But that's the train path. How funny. So we've already figured that out. How would she show that to the security footage, I wonder? Let's look at the dates list that I have in my notes here. Dates timeline. So this was 1987, February. Here we are. A few days before this is when Anne sent an email to Kirk. Extra access lever details. So we created extra access admins, I think, and explained details about where different levers would be. Or maybe that this is when they closed up the levers. I don't know. Then the day after, actually on the day that she showed this, cameras were disabled. Kirk Darren was the one that did it. I don't remember his first name, but B. Lee created the admin keys for B. Lee, Provsy, and who knew who we were looking at. That doesn't help us either. Okay. What about in 88? No footage because the cameras were deactivated. When were they reactivated, I wonder? 90? No. Well, so this actually makes me feel a little better because it means that I don't have years of footage to get through. Okay. So 93 is me. This is me. Oh, this is my first day. Oh, I can rewatch cutscenes. I think I need to charge my iPad. Yeah, this is rewatching the cutscenes and like this is the intro video for the game, right? Can I hold escape to skip? Well, let's look. Interesting. It might be worth going through all of the Alzara things again. Just to see if there's something new. Let's listen. Yeah. So this is the intro video. This is when I walked into security. These are the Rumpus Room videos. There's something missing from the grotto. Probably. Maybe. What does that mean? What does that mean? Why would there be a video missing? Da, da, da. I'm interested. I want to look this up actually. I can't think of why there would be one missing. Let's see. I don't want to know about unlocking it. I've now figured that out. I want to know what recordings can you find in the security room terminal? Yeah. Footage from 87 and 93. I wonder... Can I just click it? Let's see. No, it just doesn't do anything. And then 94, because we've played for 100 days almost. Nothing. Interesting. Okay, so in 87, my mother was in the library with one of her co-conspirators creating that map based on the train tracks. Okay. Well, that's cool. That was a fun little thing. I do want to just see. God, lots of scam calls lately. Yeah. Interesting that the O was found in the attic. I guess the location doesn't matter. No one has just like a picture of the list. I guess I can look in a video. Let's look in a video. I just want to see if another person has a different list. Oh, that's loud. Okay, yeah. Figured this out. Congratulations. Library. No, don't show me the video. I want to see your list from 1993. No, this person does not have that. All right. Sorry about that. I just want to see your list. Here it is. Yeah, theirs is missing one also. They actually didn't do their 6th rumpus room yet. Okay, well, that makes me feel slightly better that someone else had a similar experience. Is there anything else to do today? We've now successfully frozen. We've done that. We accidentally ended up doing a security puzzle. I am still wondering if there's an 8th envelope. I just don't know where else it would be. There's got to be the last one, right? I don't know, maybe it's in like I wonder if it's actually in the room 46, but only after I've done this final puzzle that I just discovered today, the castle puzzle. I'm going to go back down there just to see if there's something else that I missed. Is there anything else that I should do in the house before I go back down? My experiment would have gotten my allowance up, and I never found a shovel. I have 22 steps left. If I were to go... Let's think about this. I'm going to leave... I'm going to count my steps to get from foundation, basement to foundation, to antechamber, and then back to foundation and outside. Because I want to see if I maybe can get an item, take that key and convert some items into eventually a shovel. It'd be nice to increase my allowance even further than it is, even though it's very high. Let's think. So 1, 2, 3 into the basement. Actually, 3, 4 into the basement. 5 to the foundation. I think it's 5 there. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, we cannot get there. It's simply not going to be enough. That's okay. I'm just going to go outside and see if perhaps some of my items could be traded and traded and traded multiple times. Because there's enough spots with digging things that I could very easily end up increasing my allowance at least a couple. If I can end up with a shovel. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Okay, we obviously don't want to trade for dice. Or keys. We're looking for a shovel. Nope. We're looking for a shovel. Just right back to the compass. That's funny. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, well, I think then, in that case, we maybe are calling it a day. The question is, am I calling it a day for the stream as well? I was thinking I was going to play some Warcraft today, but honestly, this run was so weird and interesting and revealed so much new stuff. My brain is a little frazzled, so I think I might call it a day in the stream as well. Let's do it in the game. Wait a minute. Before I do that, I have a planetarium. I should call it a day in the planetarium because I need to get to a higher number of stars to have a Southern Cross as one of the constellations for the puzzle that I need to solve still. So let's do that. To get to the planetarium, I need to go through the foundation. Gotta go downstairs. Gosh, what a day. And the next day that we play in this game, we're starting with 225 gold. 225 gold to start the day. Does that mean that we're going to be able to get up to 400 for the blue tents? I don't think so. But we could get up high enough to unlock the showroom, perhaps. Or the showroom trophy. That'd be pretty cool. $400 gold. I just don't even see a situation where I can make that happen. Because you can't get the freezer multiple times or multiple days in a row either. I discovered, unfortunately. That's actually why my stars are so low. I was up to the 50th when you have 50 stars and you get the, when you get the observatory and it is at 50 stars, so you're at 49 and then that's the 50th. You can spend stars to re-roll rooms. And I got so excited because in the run after that happened, or the run where that was happening, I had a freezer the prior time, so I had a bunch of resources, whatever. But the run where it was happening, I got a furnace, and I was like, okay, this is the moment. I have to re-roll the freezer to get the furnace there so that I can thaw everything. Not even ever thinking that the burning glass would be able to thaw stuff in there. Never once did I think that until like day 88 or whatever when I started trying it. And I just rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled. I got myself down to, I think it was 14 stars from probably 40 something that I was at. I was like, why isn't the freezer showing up? It's like it's not that rare. The furnace is the one that I made more rare accidentally at some point. Although now that I don't need it, I'm happy that I did that. But I just wasted all those stars because it turned out that you couldn't. I looked it up online because I couldn't believe it. I hadn't rolled it. I thought I just was getting the worst RNG possible. But it turns out the freezer is unable to be seen the day after you've seen it. Dedicated to free, and it even says it here, I think, somewhere. Well, maybe it doesn't. Gosh, I wonder if that's not true and I really did just get bad RNG. I don't know. But we are going to call it a day in this room so as to gain 2 stars. Because we need to get to, I think it was the 23rd star is where we're going to get the cross and we can try it. Mount Holly, Architect's Menagerie of the Dead. 13 dead-end rooms is a lot. One of these days we'll try to get the 20 dead-end rooms trophy. That was not today. But we did get our last room. We got what a day. We got our trophy for all the rooms. We've now unlocked all the trophies. We finally got the freezer letter thawed. Turns out that all it was telling us was about the puzzle to unlock safes, which we figured out ages and ages and ages ago. What else did we do? We increased our allowance by 2 or 1. What is it 2 or 1? I think 2 by going from the quest bedroom to the antechamber. We've now figured out the security password that lets us see old videos, so now we can rewatch the Alzara videos, which is rad. That actually might be something worth doing the next time we do a run. Just rewatch all 6 of them in a row. We castled. We figured out the castle puzzle, or at least part of the castle puzzle, by having the king at the start of the day and then switching to the rook in the castle puzzle so that a new door opened and we have a whole new puzzle to deal with where we want to ideally, it seems like, have no items or money and get down there to be there at 1:30, which is the like special time for whatever reason for these people, with nothing on our person on a day where the 5 constellation stars are in the sky, which we couldn't do tomorrow because we don't have enough stars yet. But yeah, like we did a lot. Holy cow. I bet there's even one thing that I'm not thinking of that we did. What a run. I can't believe that was one run too. Almost 3 hours for this one. But we did so much. Oh, and we got the Dovecote was the final room that we hadn't gotten yet. So not only did we get the Dovecote, we had to get the drafting room first to get the Dovecote added to our draft pool. And then we just happened to end up getting it still. Thankfully, because we had the king, we were getting mainly blue rooms, excuse me. It was crazy. It was really cool. The only thing that I didn't do that I really wish I had done, I can't say that. One of the things that I didn't do that I wish I had done was figure out if the Chamber of Mirrors still has interesting things in it after I had solved it to get all 4 of the like special items that were in there. Like, I wonder if maybe I can just keep adding new hallways, because that was one of the blueprints that was in there. And obviously, at worst, it's going to have probably like money and other stuff inside of it. So I'd like to try that again. And we also didn't get a shovel, nor did our laboratory experiment offer us an opportunity to get rid of crates. So those are 2 major things we need to continue doing. But my goodness, what a ride this one was. A lot of fun. This game is so good. If anyone out there is watching this and you haven't played this gosh darn game yet, obviously I've shown you too much. You've seen too much if you've made it this far in this video. But I still think you should go and play this game, because you're not going to remember all the weird shit that I've just done and seen and said. You should play this game. Everyone should be playing this game. If you even have the slightest interest in puzzle games and roguelites, and just sort of like walking sim story-based games, like, this is the perfect combination of all of those things. And I can't believe that there's still more for me to see after all that I've done. Yeah, I think on our next stream, we're going to do this again. We're going to try to get a run where we can get more crates removed. That's one of our big goals. Here, let's look at our goal list before we sign off here. Our goal list for this game still. Current goals checklist. Gotta go all the way to the bottom. We need to get the trophy for buying the expensive items in the showroom. I am about to be done, yeah. Well, if you just got here, you should have been here 2.5 hours ago when I started. It's nice to see you, though. I'm glad you're here. So yeah, we've frozen so much money that we're gonna have over 200 gold at the start of the day. So we really want to try to get that showroom, because that should be enough, I think, to buy everything. Pickle roulette, we can do that before we leave. I accept your terms. I still haven't figured out a good pickle roulette, a pickle roulette like image to pop up when you do that. One of these days I'll figure that out too. I guess I should probably stream more regularly before I start figuring out cool stuff for the stream. Step 1, stream regularly. Step 2, do stuff for the stream. Right? So we want to get the trophy for buying all the expensive stuff in the showroom. We want to get the trophy for getting 20 dead ends. You can see here we had 13 dead ends in this run. Honestly, I think what I want to try to do in a run for that trophy is basically only draft rooms in the middle 3 columns, focusing on the rooms on the left and right of those 3 columns, with openings to the left and openings to the right. Then get those to so similar to the security into study. Then get the one that's actually on the edge to be the dead end. Because then I can, we could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18 just on the edges, and then we can throw a couple in the middle and get it. And also the outer room, I think, counts, right? Let's actually count really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why did I only count 10? 11 with the trading post. What the heck? Dead ends. Quest bedroom 1. Walk-in closet 2. Furnace 3. Hallway closet 4. Planetarium 5. Hallway closet 6. Freezer 7. Storeroom 8. Utility closet 9. Study 10. Trading post 11. Why does it say I have 13 dead end rooms? Does it count a dead end? Like, is this office a dead end also? Because it can't go anywhere? Let's count it like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because that also didn't find another door. Oh, yes, it did. Never mind. Back down to 10. 11. 12. I don't know. Why is it saying there's 13? I'm not sure. Okay. And then we also need to clear the tunnel boxes. And I need to add in a new goal of go to underground chess room with no items of any kind before 1:30 p.m. game time, and on day with Southern Cross constellation. Crazy. You have an idea. Picture of me laying down on my back at the bottom of the screen. The pickle falls from the top of frame into my mouth. Look, one of these days. Anyway, if you're new here, let me get myself big for you. Hello there. This is me. I'm big. If you're new here, we have a channel point redemption called Pickle Roulette. And Pickle Roulette, I think I have it set so it can only happen once a half hour or once an hour or something like that. But there's this really mediocre candy, Sour Punch Bites, Pickle Roulette. How do I? There we go. There's 4 flavors. Those 4 flavors are watermelon. Oh yeah, watermelon, apple, pickle, lemon, lime. I need to increase the cost. I think I don't need to increase the cost. I just need to make sure that it can only happen X number of times per stream or per hour or whatever, But with the Pickle Roulette, what we're gonna do is and they all look exactly the same. Like they're all just a green tube of Sour Patch. They all are the same. They all smell mostly the same too. Also, these are old, so I don't know. Are they still gonna have as much of a flavor punch as they did? I'm not sure. But what we're gonna do is eat one of these. If it's watermelon, we're happy. If it's apple, we're very happy. If it's lemon lime, we're pretty happy. But if it's pickle, we're pretty unhappy. And what's really fun is sometimes my sense of taste is bad enough that I can't even tell which one it is. Pickle Roulette, here we go. Which one do you think it's going to be? Oh, and if there's enough people watching, which actually there could have been right now, but I'm not going to bother since we're at the end of the stream. I'll also often do a channel point, what do they call it? Not a bet, but a prediction as to which one it is. So in some cases, you could even win some channel points by paying channel points to get me to eat a Pickle Roulette candy. Stop spamming caps. Wow. You didn't even put any capitalizations in that message. Oh, yes, you did. Gambling. You know what? I get it. I understand why Nightbot said no. I think I need to get rid of the all caps Nightbot problem because it's unnecessary. Usually people are just doing it. Yeah, it was one word, but it was literally 8 letters of capitalization. We're not gambling. We're doing a prediction with fake non-existent dollars that are actually just bagel bites. Anyway, which one is it going to be, Daniel? Yeah, that worked. Which one? Is this watermelon? Is this apple? Is this pickle? Or is it lemon lime? You think it's pickle? Well, let's find out. We'll find out for sure. Here we go. I can't even tell. Let me really get into it here. It's apple. We got apple. It's really delicious. It's like a nice green apple with a little bit of sourness. I think I need to buy a new package of these. It's pretty tough to chew through. But thanks for the apple. So yeah. That's where we leave us off. It's actually sourer than I remembered. Oh, for sure. I mean, if they have an expiration, they're expired. Let's take a look. Best before December 2024. And they've been sitting open. Like there's nothing holding. You know, I just fold it over and they're sitting here. But they're fine. It's just sugar. It's the worst that could happen. Anyway, that's that. Unrelated, sort of related. I'm trying to upload these videos, the entire VODs, to YouTube. But YouTube takes several days to process videos if I have to cut anything out of them, whether that's like music that I was listening to or Be Right Back screens. I'll usually cut out from those things too. So I'm going to figure out a better way to just edit on my computer directly and then upload them directly rather than on the YouTube page, doing the edit on the YouTube page itself, because they just can't handle it. They don't know what they're doing, I guess. So keep an eye out for VODs. You can watch me, like, honestly, anyone who wants to watch me play this game, this VOD that I just finished, this is the one that you want to watch. So take a look, enjoy. I should just undo. What am I doing? Put myself back where I belong for blueprints, and I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a good stream. Man, what a great game. Play Blueprints. Everybody play it. Later.